Alright, I'm Tom Moyes and this is Deals on Wheels, a collection of rollerblading clips that I think are proper sound. Recently I've been putting them on Instagram as individual clips, breaking them down one by one. For this I'm just going to throw them all together so you can watch it in one go.
Whoa! That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Whoa, Christ on a bike. Zero spin, gap up, fakie toe roll to disaster royale, fakie out. Unbelievable control, man. What you might not have noticed is that Broskow actually gaps up to the fakie toe roll, comes up bank, launches to it, which I reckon would have sent a fair few people squiffy. He's not though, he's completely controlled that. Body, silent, arms are still, legs are still, just cruising along in that one position, carrying a fair amount of speed to gapping out from a fakie toe roll. Oh my God. Hits the royale, comes out fakie, just so smooth and controlled. Absolute master of his craft. I feel like Broskow's just going to get better and better at these and level these up. Scary. Like a young Michael Flatley or something. Great spot selection, and Scott has utilised the features perfectly. Gone in with a simple mistrial over the moat because the spot doesn't really call for anything more complicated than that. It's already got a lot of features and a lot going on, so there's no point over-egging it. Stick with something simple, do it really well, which is exactly what he's done. He's got that mistrial in, he's done that 180 onto the last piece of ledge, let the hips do most of the work, most of the twisting, keep the arms and shoulders kind of up and open so you can revert back a little bit easier. Man, it's all come together beautifully, really nice and sharp and snappy and stylish. Shout out to Sizemore for getting down in the trenches and in the moat to get the angles. What?
I'm going to do this backwards, and that's what makes it look like hip hop.
He's full on surfing it. Joe is an absolute master of flowing around transition. He's really dedicated the time to doing it, and he's come up with amazing results like this. That was incredible. Essentially it's just a 180, if we're being really reductionist about it. He carves like an M shape into it. So he's carving into it fakie, looking over one shoulder. So illusion turns up into the ramp, does like a little U thing. So skates come up, does that quick U, turns around, swivel, or Impala as Skate Club have jumped in and said, and then just rolls away. Proper smooth. How much does that elevate that line? Just that little trick. You know it'd actually be really awkward to do as well. Masterful. What? That's like trying to set slide along a lion bar. Next you'll be having to go on Toblerones. Definitely the path less travelled. I'd say nobody else had considered doing that, which is exactly what makes Scott's skating so great. Really interesting, incredibly creative, great spot selection. And he's not just skating something odd for the sake of it. He's utilised the spot really well. He's not just done the easiest thing on a nice backdrop. He's actually got stuck right into it. Ridiculous, man. He's got the backside over, set slide down that bobbly wall. So unattractive, but that's exactly what makes it interesting. And he's managed it so well. Kept his weight slightly off it, forced his legs down through it, so there's that little pop at the end. Landing is really smooth as well, which is outrageous considering the spot. Unbelievable. Man, I love how awkward this trick is. What a way to open the trick account. Geoff's gone in with a top sole on the bottom bunk, which I think a few people might assume is easier because it's lower and you've kind of got that support from the top rail. That can quickly turn into a friggin' horror show if you miss that thing. Your shins are praying that they don't get pinged to death, or any kind of limb that's just flailing around. So there is risk there. He's gone in with a top sole nice and smooth. As soon as he's coming up to that support, he's gone to the backslide, which is tricky in itself to hold the weight and keep it so smooth, but absolutely glides it through to an alley-oop top sole. Perfection, man. This is not to be underrated how smoothly he does that. Then he reverts out of it as well. Flipping out, to have that control, get the whole length, To do it really quickly as well, because there's a short limited amount of time. I really rate how hard and technical this trick is. Absolute great execution, and I feel it might be underappreciated a little bit. Appreciate it. Quick little break. If you like these videos and you like the stuff that I do, hit like, hit subscribe, chat some breeze in the comments. I try to reply to all of them. You can support me through this PayPal donation link and also Patreon. Cheers, man.
Wow.
Cool as you like, full of conviction. It was like there wasn't even a doubt in Seoa's mind that she was going to get this. She was like, yeah, easy peasy, do this all the time, I'm going to do this for a laugh. Fakey 360, dark side, alley-oop soul, revert 360 out. Unbelievable, man, just so good. The skates look like they might even be a little bit too big for her, but that's not a problem at all. The spin was great, straight into that grind, amazing position, nice and low, super stylish, got enough control on it to revert 360 out, roll away fakie, not a problem whatsoever. Massive crowd, yeah, not bothered. All these pros watching, yeah, don't care. I'm doing this for a laugh. It's not even like we're going, oh yeah, so as a young kid, we'll let her off with this and that. Nah, that stands up to everything else that went down at the Blade Cup. Support the kids, that's the future. Kung Fu Colin, man. That was like something out of Swan Lake, man. Really elegant. The position Colin got himself into is quite similar to the design on Danny Beer's t-shirt. Now there's a ruck of stuff in Zephyr I could have gone for. I'm starting with this. I think it stood out because the edit's quite grind heavy. So you throw in an air, that's going to get your attention all of a sudden. You're like, oh, hang about, what's going on here? Colin has gone for the jackhammer Liu Kang. So instead of like kicking the foot right out, he's raised that one leg up, left the other leg kind of down and dangling, gone for the spin, throwing the hands up as well to get the spin working. It's proper nice and floaty, really stylish. Films really well, got all the nice angles to make it look like he's floating in the air that little bit longer. And it's just super stylish, man. I absolutely love it. Flight of the Navigator, man. The way he handled that obstacle, absolutely sublime. Junkyu Park is a master technician and he's utilised the features of this spot so well. Coming in fakie, it's almost like a bonk up it, like kept himself really light up that first bank. Turned left into the far side sole, cruised that along, mega stylish. Just at the right moment, throwing his weight the other direction, turns right into a sole on the far bank. As the speed going forward catches up with him, turns back left to dropping in on that other bank. Mate, unbelievable skill. I know he's spent a lot of time on the wizard blades and it was influenced by mushroom blading, and I feel like it's that experience and influence that makes a person like really get to know how the skates are going to respond to you, and he's just used all that experience amazingly well. Top work, man.
Brand spanking new.
This is really something else. I love this. Levy's gone in with the goal line tap in fast tap to 360 fish, fakey out. Oh my goodness, man, this is so good. That fast tap is a complete trip up hazard. And if it doesn't trip you up, it's really gonna throw you off doing that spin. And it's the same foot that he does the fish with. Flipping out, man. What an absolute wizard, like. The 360 sick, the fish brain's nice and in there, and the fakey out just to polish it right off. Incredible. As you might be able to tell, I proper love it. It's technical, it's awkward, it's really cool, and he's come out fakey. That's a proper hairy manoeuvre. Stick that one up in the gallery next to Eric Bailey, Alex Broskow, and even the one Cody did last year actually. Cody's come into this fakie, looking over that right shoulder, spun out spin to the right, gone for the 360. I know people are going to get the measurements out and be like, oh, it's 270.
Whatever.
It's a proper risky spin, because when you're going into the pud side, you end up opening your body up. And if you start doing that mid-spin, oh mate, absolute chaos. You could end up all over the place. Luckily, he's landed right on the rail, straight into the pud slide, lovely position. Rid the thing all the way down, through the bonk, 180 out, rolls away, little bit of dust comes up, proper cinematic, man. Great way to open the edit. What was your favourite clip? Let me know in the comments below. Spotty dog.